David Hahn, Fred Mitchell here at University of Phoenix Stadium in Arizona. The Bears are 28-13 winners over the Cardinals, a game they had to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. The Vikings' victory over the Texans surprisingly put the pressure on the Bears before kickoff. They did what they needed to do, Fred, but I'm not sure that it was convincing. The offense struggled again. 2 touchdowns by the offense, 2 touchdowns by the defense. And when you talk about a balanced attack, that's not what we're talking about. But the defense did come to play. They dominated a Cardinals offense that was terrible. But the Bears offense, I think, will get a lot of the attention, a lot of the focus this week.
You know, we ask the same questions, don't we, every week. When is the offense going to get its rhythm? When are they going to get it together? Here we are with 1 game left in a regular season, and, it's no surprise, it's not going to happen. You've got what you've got, and it's Brandon Marshall and making plays from passes from Jay Cutler. Jay was 0 for 6 in the first quarter today and 1 for 11 at one point in the second quarter. I think he was 6 for 16 at the half and finished 12 for 26 for the game. And the key point was the fact that when there was a 2-minute drill, he came through with some good passes, and Marshall made some plays, and he spread the ball around.
You start to wonder the chaos effect. Yeah. They're almost better when there's no plan than when they're trying to execute a game plan. He started out 1 for 11, and he finished up just a little bit over 50%. Not his best day. Very streaky, very inconsistent like the offense. They did run the ball for 152 yards. Matt Forte left the game with an ankle injury. Not sure what he's going to be available against the Lions. He says he will play, but players always say that after a game. Running game did get going. I guess they can build off of that a little bit, even though Mike Tice against this defense didn't seem to get the memo that he could run the ball against the Cardinals until it was later in the game.
Yeah, Campbell, their defensive lineman on the Cardinals, said he was, after the game, said he was surprised that the Bears came out passing so much. And, Bears fans are sort of asking the same question here. You've got a premier running back in Matt Forte, and he got 88 yards rushing and did a decent job before he got hurt. So, that's something that will be revisited time and time again. But, there are a lot of things to look forward to here. The Bears play Detroit, and they oddly have to root for the Packers.
Have to root for the Packers. If the Lions lose to the Bears and the Packers beat the Vikings, the Bears are in.
Exactly.
It's pretty simple that way. Brian Urlacher was working out here before the game. Lovie Smith sounded optimistic afterward that he could play in the finale. This is a defense that played a lot like it did earlier in the year. Zach Bowman falls on a fumble, rolls in the end zone for a TD. Charles Tillman, 10-yard return for a touchdown. Opportunistic. Is that going to be enough to get them in the playoffs? I guess we'll find out in Detroit.
We'll find out, and it's obvious that the defense has got to do the job because the offense is what it is.
Yeah, the offense wants to pick one time to rise to the occasion. Next Sunday in the Motor City would be a good time for it to start. So for Fred Mitchell, I'm David Hahn, Phoenix. We'll see you on ChicagoTribune.com.